Hey everyone, I need to ask you for some help, but before I do that, I don't know how many of you really know my story or know the history of Reason for Hope or how it all started, but it was 7 years ago I quit public school teaching. I just knew that God somehow wanted to use me and not necessarily as a teacher. I just knew He wanted me to reach out to people. I've always enjoyed speaking, and I'd started filling in for Pastor Chris when he would be gone at the LaGrange Methodist Church, and I really enjoyed that. And I went on a couple different retreats that fall of 2007. The first one was Christ Renews His Parish, which is actually like a weekend retreat through the Catholic Church. And then I really felt this overwhelming call, and I just kind of kept pushing it because I'm like, no, I have this past. I have a past, and people that are in ministry don't have a past like myself. Like, they can pass background checks. And then 2 weeks after that, I went on an Emmaus walk, and I was alone in a chapel, and I was just praying, and, God, for real, is this what I'm supposed to do? And my grandma had passed away the previous spring, and I really felt like my grandma said, those of you that know my grandma won't understand this, but I really felt like my grandma said, Jamel, I know everything you've done and everything that's happened, and it's okay. Now go and use it. And that weekend when I left in front of whoever was there, I read out of, I think it's 2 Timothy, where Paul basically says, I'm the worst of sinners, but there's nothing I want to do more than help people and tell people about what Jesus has done for me. And, that maybe that'll give other people hope. If God can save me, He can save everyone. And that's exactly how I felt and how I have felt. I made mistakes when I was in high school. I had this outer life that everybody saw, and on the inside, I didn't feel that way. And I escaped through partying and drinking. But on the outside, it didn't look like it was that big a deal. But on the inside, I was a complete mess. And then, even after accepting Christ as an adult, like really accepting Him, even then, I still fell from grace, if you want to call it that. And I don't think people knew how to help me like other Christians, because in my fall from grace, I was so ashamed of myself that I quit going to church because I didn't believe God could ever forgive me. And I didn't deserve His forgiveness, and so I certainly didn't deserve going to church or praying. And no Christian reached out to me. Like, nobody from the church, no Christian reached out to me. Well, someone did, but he was basically a stranger. And I pretty much blew him off, although I look back now and it made a difference. But at the time, I just blew him off. And then really, a friend that I'm not really sure was even a Christian, but God can use and will use anybody and everybody. So God intervened and didn't give up on me. And I know other people were praying for me, but I felt so alone. And so when I think of why I started Reason for Hope and why Holly helped me start it and why she was such an integral part of it, and her heart's the same way, but I don't want anybody to have to go through that. No one should feel alone. No one should want to give up on life. Everyone needs to know they're loved and cared for, and that God will never give up on them, and that He will always forgive them. I want my life to be used somehow for Him. And now Reason for Hope the Hope Cafe is doing really well, and all the outreach programs are great. I've been speaking a lot this year. Just so you know, I don't get paid to do any of that. I do it all by donation, and obviously schools don't donate. But I wrote a grant. Maybe I'll get that grant, although I don't really get any money out of the grant. But we've created full-time work, and I still have to work part-time. So I don't have the time to write grants, and I don't have the time to really reach out to people and minister to people. There's so many more people I want to talk to. But we have the opportunity I have the opportunity to go full-time. We have the opportunity to have a building and to be a full-time cafe. And it would be a ministry cafe where I can really talk with people, and I can go down to the Budget Motel or meet with people that are just really struggling. And we would do a Thursday night service of sorts. We're not going to call it that, but just a time of music and fellowship and sharing stories of how God's transformed our lives and how He can save anybody. I know for a fact there's at least 30 people, if not more, that are regulars at the cafe that don't go to any church, and more than likely will not go to any church. So why not start one of our own? But I can't do that without your help. I need to be able to quit my job, and I can't do that without funding. Right now, we've gotten great donations, and that keeps the programs going, and that pays for the internet, and that pays for the website, and that pays for my phone, and that pays for all the administrative costs that we entail, the traveling costs. I don't really get any compensation, very little. But I need to be able to devote full time if we're really going to make a difference, and I need you. What I need 50 people that are willing to say, you know what, $1 a day, $30 a month, I can give to Reason for Hope for Jamel to be a local missionary. That's what I need. $300 a year or $30 a month. That's what I need. You can go online and do it. You can actually schedule through PayPal, automatic withdrawal. You can write a check. You can email me and just pledge it for 2015. It has to be ear tagged, Jamel or missionary, compensation somehow, because that's for me to be able to quit my job and be able to give the time and energy to Reason for Hope instead of waiting till everybody's in bed at 9 o'clock and trying to find energy to make videos and write and fill out spreadsheets and all the other things. We also have like I said, this building, but we have to cover the cost of the building. So this is above and beyond programming for us. And all I need is 10 businesses, organizations, churches, individual at $50 a month. 10, that's it, at $50 a month or $500 a year. And that would need to be ear tagged building or building fund. So this would go a little bit above and beyond the normal donations that just keep the programs running. One, to help me become your local missionary and to reach out to people and be full-time. And then the other one for the building. So, I mean, I need your help. I want to reach people. I want to talk to people. I want to hug people. When other people kind of don't know what to do or what to say, I want to be there. I want to find them, and I want to love them into the kingdom, or at least just love them. If you would consider helping out, you can go to www.thereasonforhope.com. You can go to jamelgodlewski.com and go to the donate link. And like I said, you can set up through PayPal, or when you go there, it also gives the address of where you can send stuff. And if you just want to email me and pledge, you don't have to make a donation now, but I need to have at least half these pledges in to be able to quit my job, or I'm just going to go bankrupt. So you can just email me at jamel@thereasonforhope.com or message me on Facebook, something. Thank you all for the support that you have given me and the love. I really don't have words to describe it very well, how much this means to me. This song, those of you that were at the Chirp weekend, this song should sound familiar. It's by Mercy Me, I think. And And this is exactly how I feel.
And I know that I can find you here, as you promised me you'll always
God promises
be
to
there.
always be here, no matter what.
Times like these, it's hard to see, but somehow I have a peace. You're
Even when I'm alone or you're alone, there's a peace.
And I pray that you will use
My life.
in whatever way your name is glorified. Even if surrendering means leaving everything behind. And my life has never been this clear. Now I know the reason why I'm here. You never know why you're alive until you know what you would die for. I would die for
I would die for Jesus to get his name out. No one needs to feel alone or lost, hopeless. No one. There's no reason for it. And I know I don't have much to give, but I promise you I'll give you all there is. Can I possibly do less when through your own death I live? And
my life.
has never been this clear. Now I know the reason why I'm here. You never know why you're alive until you know why you would die for. I would die for you. Thank you guys. Thank you all. And this is my calling in life. I just need a little bit of support. And if you can't financially support, please pray, because it's not always easy. It's not always easy. It's hard a lot. So just pray at least. Thanks. God bless you.